But, as somebody very senior in a political party, they said, well, we've got a plan. We're going to leave the ECHR. And I said, well, okay, talk me through the steps, because I've been talking to Mike Graham in the morning on the radio on Talk TV, and he'd said, well, does anybody have a plan? And I said, no. And I got the phone call saying, of course we've got a bloody plan. We're going to leave the ECHR. And I said, well, talk me through the steps. How does leaving the ECHR result in the boats stopping? Well, what do you mean? How do you? That's not going to stop the boats. Stop the boats. Well, it's going to help. Yeah. Why is it? How's it going to help? And you have this is a very senior politician.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
And saying that we've got a plan. Well, no, you haven't got a bloody plan. And so we're going around in circles a bit here, Momus. I think that but the bottom line is that your vision has got to be about delivering positive effect to the British people. And if it's not, then you shouldn't be in politics. And if it's not openly and clearly that, which it's not, if you've not got a vision to present, then I think the British people should not be following you. I think that if you say you're going to do something, the British people and the media, both people like yourselves and mainstream media, need to turn around and say, okay, that's great. Okay, a lot of people will agree with that. How are you going to do it? Talk us through how leaving the ECHR results in the boat stopping, for example. And I think you'll see a lot of people getting a bit flustered about that because they don't know the answer. So we need to interrogate our politicians more. We need to look beneath those very appealing, and they are populistic headlines. And Keir Starmer's just as guilty. He's just not very good at it. We're going to deliver the change Britain needs. Okay, what change? Tell me what change? Why isn't he? So Keir Starmer, what change are you going to, and then, jobs and things. Okay, well, how? What's your plan?
What kind of jobs?
Yeah, he hasn't got any more of a plan than anybody else.
Let's get everyone a Deliveroo job.
Yeah, well, exactly. Indeed. No, I don't need to hear after this conversation with you. You know that. Oh, God.